Monday night football does not get any bigger than this. A Brisbane outfit flying towards the finals on the back of 5 wins from 6 starts, up against a Newcastle side that also desperately wants to be part of the action come September. With South Sydney snapping at their heels, the last thing that the 8th place Knights could afford was to start like this.
Last play here for Brisbane, Lockyer to the line, grubbering. There's a chance there for Parker. Gidley was thereabouts as well, and we're going to check this.
The match was barely 5 minutes old when video judge Steve Clark was faced with one of the season's toughest decisions. But after countless replays, he ruled in favour of the Queenslanders, despite howls of protest from Kurt Gidley and the livid locals. Brisbane were masterful in the opening quarter and grabbed their second try when the informed Josh Hoffman fed his barnstorming centre.
Goes to Lockyer. Faraday runs the decoy. Hoffman got past Junior Sal. Hodges stepping, looking for the line, and he gets there. The Broncos are in again. And the Knights took a chance. I'm sure it was Junior Sal who screamed out of the line and came up with nobody.
Newcastle had one significant call go their way when this short ball from Scott Anderson to Josh Maguire was called forward.
That is a tremendous pass.
It was proving to be a testing evening for the officials, and they had to make another critical ruling as the half-hour mark approached.
Lockyer sends Jared Beale away on the inside to Jack Reed, who may well have been tackled without the ball.
Backing up on the inside, Jack Reed was illegally interfered with by Chris Houston. And while the referees couldn't be 100% sure about a penalty try, the next option was sin-binning the second rower.
Possible try in this situation, so you're going for 10. There you go.
The men in pink weren't the only ones under pressure, as Kurt Gidley came up with the sort of error you won't see him make for another decade. And while the Knights captain wasn't punished for that one, Gerard Beale wasn't so fortunate, as this blunder invited the hosts back into the contest from the scrum that followed.
Right from the scrum win, the Knights have cracked them against the run of play. But they went to the short side, and the speed and the power of Uarte put him through the hole.
Corey Parker piloted a penalty goal right on half-time to give the Broncos a 4-point break, a margin that was rather generous to the Novocastrians. The longer the night went on, the more Ausgrid Stadium started to resemble something of a battlefield. Matt Hilder was taken to hospital with a bad head gash after this first half collision with teammate Joel Edwards. A twisted ankle had Junior Sal looking like Jonathan Thurston post-Origin 3. Josh Maguire was also a victim of so-called friendly fire, and Hodges re-injured his troublesome hamstring. Brisbane's courage came to the fore as they tried to ward off the equally gutsy Knights, with Andrew McCulloch leading the way.
Now Gidley down the short side on the last tackle, in behind them. Gidley gets to the line and is held up by McCulloch.
Outstanding tackle from Andrew McCulloch.
2 minutes later, there was an even more significant moment in this mighty duel, and it came from someone who wasn't even supposed to play.
Costigan popping a ball straight to Gerald Yao. Mullen is chasing, staying even with him, but making no ground and against the run of play.
Yao Yi's 90-metre effort just about broke Newcastle's resistance, and they conceded a couple of more tries, firstly to the underrated Alex Glenn.
Goes to Alex Glenn. He's been terrific defensively. Now he scores a try.
Before Ben Hunt finished them off.
The Broncos, here's Hunt diving over. That'll do it tonight. The Broncos have put the Knights away.
In front of almost 20,000 fans, the Broncos were just too professional, handing out a lesson to the tune of 26-6, which ensures they can finish no lower than third on the Telstra Premiership table, while Newcastle nervously remain on the finals tightrope. David Rollins, Big Pond Sport.